What's up? What's up? It's the Four Bros Radio Show here on our Friday night, Friday, December 2nd, our first December show of the year. What's up, my sisters from different misters? And my what? My brother from another mother. That's right. My brothers from other mothers. Exciting show tonight. We're going to talk a lot. We're not going to talk a lot of final scores or anything like that. What we're going to talk about tonight is some big trades in Major League Baseball, some big signings in Major League Baseball. We're talking a lot about that. We're going to talk about the return of Deshaun Watson to Houston. We're going to talk about why anyone gives a crap who's starting the Chicago or Green Bay game, because I'm a Green Bay fan and I don't even care. And then we're going to do some trivia, and we might even get into a little bit of therapy tonight if we have time. So let's get the show kicked off. Of course, I'm J-Mac here with you, your MC, and I am joined by three of my bros right now. We'll see if Big B makes it on. He'll probably be here in a little bit. But right now, to my left, to your right, it doesn't matter which side of the screen he's sitting on. He's number one in your hearts, and he's everybody's favorite savory treat. Chris P. Bacon, how you doing that, brother?
Doing good. It's December, which means it's, I guess, the official kickoff to the holiday season. So, I guess one more month to go in 2022.
One more month to go in 2022. Completely agree with that. Ready for 2023. But I got to say, I'm not even over 2019 yet. It's almost 2023. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Below him,
whoa,
the one, the old Sarge.
What's up, guys? I mean, I want some bacon. That's all right. You can be on top, Chris.
All right. And next to Sarge, don't know if it's in the same room, the same area, whatever, does not matter. The sleep champion himself, Mess Around Dave.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right. And so let's start off tonight by saying, and I'll start this one off with Mess Around. This will kind of be our segment for tonight. But look, does Rodgers start for Green Bay? Does Fields start for Chicago? Here's my answer. Who the hell cares? I don't care. I really don't. And a lot of people are like, well, it's hard, you're being a bandwagon fan. Oh, no. I'm still a diehard Green Bay fan. Like, I still bleed green and yellow. That's not the issue. The issue is I'm so sick of talking about it. I don't care who they put out there at quarterback. It doesn't matter to me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's go out and play the game with whoever's going to show up and play quarterback. And why does he have to be such a big deal? We all know if Fields plays, Green Bay's going to struggle because they always struggle against running quarterbacks. We saw that last week in Philadelphia.
Fields is going to break his own record.
I mean, Jalen Hurts only set an NFL record for being the first quarterback ever to run for 100 yards in the first quarter.
That's all. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, anyway, Mess Around Dave, give me your thoughts.
So, I was kind of conflicted. Like, I didn't care about this game. I wanted Chicago to lose, so they get the top, 2 or 3 draft pick, second or third. But then at the same time, it's Green Bay. And being a Bears fan, you always want to beat Green Bay no matter what. So I don't know. I really don't care win or lose, really. I mean, Fields is playing. I want to see him do well. But go Green Bay, I guess. I want the second pick.
Yeah. I get that. I get one a higher draft pick. I could totally be for that. Totally see what's happening now. In other NFL news, we have Deshaun. Oh, did you want to say something, Sarge? I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I kind of do because I know how your guys' records are, both the Bears and the Packers. But like my Panthers, I'm kind of in the same record as you are, but we're fighting for playoffs.
Right, shut up.
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
think it's
we
over.
got-
It's not over until like they say that team's eliminated. You still.
Oh God,
have-
no! I'm going to stop you right there, Chris.
No,
Please.
hold on.
Please, no.
Hold on.
Stop this segment, and here's why. Because there is someone that's not on this show anymore that used to be on this show and send us texts at 5 a.m. to tell us how the Jets have 286 ways to still make the playoffs when their record is 2-9. Please don't be that guy. I'm begging
I'm
you,
not.
Chris. Please don't be that guy.
I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm
Can't
just
wait
saying
to
that
wake up at 5
they're
a.m. It's
probably
gonna be awesome.
They're probably looking at it like they have a shot. Now maybe they don't, but they're looking at it like they do. And we all know that Rodgers, wants to play no matter what.
So
He's a competitor. I mean, like if I was in Rodgers' shoes, I would want to play also.
And at the same time, Green Bay is paying him so much money to not let him play.
Well, also you got to look at his contract. How much money will Rodgers lose in incentives when he doesn't play, though?
I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. I get that in one sense. I really do. Yeah. I get it. I get what you're saying, Chris. I understand being a competitor and wanting to play. And because you're not mathematically eliminated yet, but we're not going into that because
No.
I don't really I don't want to hear that they have a 2.7% chance of making the playoffs because
No, right.
no one wants
No,
to hear
but
that. Okay.
but
It's
until
about
you
to beat
see
the Panthers and the Bucks, beat the Saints, and the blah blah blah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Green Bay's got a shot.
but
You
until
only
you
need
see on the
392
screen that,
things to happen first.
Thanks for that mess around because that's the
Well-
exact kind of thing we used to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right?
Well,
Yeah. I
Um,
knew you needed to hear that.
Yeah. The difference between Rodgers and Chris's team is like Rodgers won't run the ball with 8 seconds left in the.
you're eliminated.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how about this? This is an interesting take this week. I was looking at the standings and I was kind of looking at some scenarios. And no, I'm not going with those scenarios, messing around. The scenarios I'm talking about is, do you know that if the Giants lose this week to the Commanders move into third place, the Giants would be last in the NFC East.
Wow.
And
After
still be over
this,
500?
And oh god, that everyone in that division would be at least 8-5, even if the Giants lose.
So stupid.
That's so crazy.
It would still mean that every team in that division was in the playoffs. Playoffs.
Playoffs.
But yeah, so they could be in last place. They could be 8-5 and be in last place. That's just insane to me, by the way.
Yeah.
But the Panthers, they still mathematically could win the division. They're really, we talk mathematically, honestly, they have a legitimate chance. They're only a game and a half out at 4-8.
And still got the tiebreaker over the Bucks right now. So
Right. And I did say that correctly, mess around. If you didn't hear that the first time, at 4-8, the Panthers are a game and a half out of first place.
wait, this is funny. This whole
That's-
thing's funny.
Yeah.
And if the NFL went one extra game to avoid this whole situation.
Exactly. They win this. They win an extra. They told us they win an extra game so that there could the possibility of a team with a losing record ending up in the playoffs couldn't happen. And we have a 4-8 football team that honestly is one of the worst teams in football. Let's face it. Okay, they're on their third starting quarterback this year, maybe 4 by the end of the season. Who knows? They're 4-8, and they are a game and a half out of the playoffs.
Hey,
And winning
switching
their division.
quarterbacks every 2
It's
games is
insane.
working for us. So let's keep doing it.
Well, maybe they probably have the Rams have the second worst record. Maybe.
Rams are dead.
Yeah.
I mean, but oh man, I mean, so even if they make a run, you're talking 9-8, they win the division at 9-8. That's probably not going to happen because Tampa Bay is only 5-6, and the Falcons are 5-7. They're only a half a game out of first place. The freaking Saints still have a chance at winning the division. This is crazy. This is the reason the NFL came up with the 17th game, and we could see it happen. Like, what do you do from here? Like, literally, what do you do if this happens this year? This is like the nightmare scenario for the NFL.
NFL's going, we need to add one more.
We know eventually they're going to. Let's face it,
Yeah,
they're going to add another game because they're going
to every day pretty soon.
They're gonna end up shaving the preseason down to a game or two, and they actually won't make it a game. They'll make it joint practices or something, and they'll cut all that down. And they'll end up starting at the end of August versus early September. And anyway, we all see the writing on the wall because they have to progress. And the reason they have to progress brings me to my second topic of the night is because the college football is going to 12 teams in their playoff. Mm-hmm. So if college football is progressing and the NFL is not progressing, do we want the NFL to be losing viewers to college football? We know they don't want that happening. And
I know it's another sport, but didn't baseball change their playoff format too?
They did. And hey, Christy, how you doing tonight? Big B's about to join us, jumping on right now. Big B, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good. Just getting off of work, letting the car warm up because we had rain and snow today. And we're at 18 degrees.
18 degrees.
18 degrees.
So what we were talking about, Big B, is we're talking about the fact that the Panthers are 4-8. Okay. Now, a little premise to what we're talking about. Sarge pointed out that the NFL added a 17th game to basically eliminate the chance of a losing team making the playoffs, right? That was part of the reason why they went to the 17th game. Okay?
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Following me, okay? So
yeah, I'm following you.
Okay. But the Panthers are 4-8 and are a game and a half out of first place.
Yeah.
So the NFL added this extra game to partly so that doesn't happen, and we could see it happen in the second year we've had 17 games.
Yeah, I would say that the biggest move for the 17th game is the money. I mean,
everything.
Yeah,
everything the NFL does is about the money. Let's face it.
Yeah,
that's not even a question. That's not even a question.
It was to get another meaningful game in and drop the preseason games to 2. You know, I would bet that within the next 2 to 5 years we'll have 18 games. We'll be back at a 500.
A man after because I just said that literally right before you came on here. I said we'll be at 18 games soon. So, so your Minnesota Vikings have a chance to clinch the division this week.
Yep.
With a win and a Minnesota loss, or a win and a Detroit loss.
That'd be kind of interesting.
if Minnesota can clinch with a win and a Minnesota loss, I mean that would be something.
Go for the tie.
Yeah. How about speaking of that? Let's bring the scenario back from last year. Do you think the NFL? I would have loved to be the fly on the wall. When the NFL, the last game televised of the entire year on a Sunday night football game, both teams go to the playoffs if they tie.
Wow.
Now,
and honestly, I think us on Morning Tailgate.
Right, but do you think the NFL ever saw that happening? That was ever going to be a scenario in their eyes?
No. But no, I think us on Morning Tailgate was kind of rooting for a tie the whole show, and almost came to fruition. I think, if I remember it, I think Crispy Bacon almost predicted it to be a tie that week.
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the NFL is scripted.
Oh, that's a show for another day.
Well,
But that brings back the question I asked. I don't know if you were on the show that night, Sarge, when I asked it. If you found out that the NFL was scripted, would you still watch it?
Well, yes, because I won't have to talk to my wife as much still. So yeah.
Well, I
But-
think it's just. I mean, if it is scripted, I mean, we still would watch because we would be like, okay, who's going to win? You know, I mean,
Well, no, and that night I brought that up. That was the point Big B brought up. I think Messeron did too that night. That yes, we watched the WWE knowing that it's scripted, but you still don't know what the outcome's going to be.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, but WWE can be predictable. It's like, okay, we know this person's going to win, but how? You know.
If it's scripted, can you please let the Lions win a Super Bowl once in my lifetime? That'd be great.
no, we're
Have the Lions won the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback?
it's going to be during Crispy Bacon's time, like when they win the Super Bowl. I mean, like we're going to be like 6 feet under. Crispy Bacon to be on his deathbed, and the Lions finally win. He's like, "I saw it," and he just like lines out.
I just want to see the Vikings in the Super Bowl. That's all I want right now.
You've been around, weren't you around?
No,
yet?
I was born in '77. I missed it.
Oh, it wasn't big by then.
76.
Okay, never mind.
It was '77. I think last time they were there.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
it was 1977, but it was the 76 season.
Yeah, it was '76 season. Yeah.
That's
Don't
when
worry.
they had Fran.
Tarkenton.
Talking. Yes.
Purple people eater.
Yeah.
Yep.
So crazy. All right. Well, we're past that topic. Sarge, why don't you tell us about our newest partnership with the network? That they our new sponsorship. I'm sorry, I used the wrong word again. Not partnership, sponsorship. Our newest
All right.
sponsor. They got some great stuff for you. So Sarge is going to take over on that.
All right, I'm actually really excited about this one because I almost became an ambassador to this company. It is the Tactical Brotherhood. Man, if you like anything about America or anything about the military and so forth, which is really runs deep into my veins. Big B knows, everyone knows that on the show on that one. It's great to be like their products are really, really good. I mean, I cannot say like you don't have to be a veteran to even sign up there to buy their stuff. I mean, like they have a really awesome products. You could buy mugs, you could buy T-shirts, you could buy a bunch of other stuff. So we have a code actually. Like when you go to their website, you put in our code. I think JMac will put that code out sometime soon. But you put in that code. I forget what happens with that one, but like definitely check out the website, Tactical Brotherhood. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're everywhere. Just definitely check it out because they have some pretty cool products out there.
Yeah, and actually, Sarge is right about that. Probably this weekend I'll have that up and running. But if you go to our website, which is Coast to Coast entertainmentnetwork.com. We will have all of our sponsorships up there. We'll have all the links. You can click a link and get straight to their website from it. When you go there on the Tactical Brotherhood, if you type in, and this is the code that I got to customize our code. This is the one that I customized. This one was straight for Sarge, by the way, I have to say. Our code, you get 15% off if you go on a referral link and you type in the code Patriot15 at checkout.
Yeah.
You know, if we ever get a sponsorship with the bacon company, we have to have a bacon code.
A what?
If we ever get a sponsorship with some kind of bacon company, yeah,
Bacon,
it has to be crispy bacon.
Oh,
Yeah, it will be. It will be. A couple other ones real quick that we want to I don't have unfortunately I don't have the one set up for Tactical Brotherhood. I wish I did to put it across. We have Blue Planet Eyewear, flash there across the bottom, discount code. You get 15% off at checkout if you follow that code. We'll have that up on the website. Reaper Apparel, like the Grim Reaper, they got some great stuff in there. I ordered some stuff myself, so I actually took advantage of that 10 and 15% off at checkout for that. Use Coast to Coast for that one. And, of course, we can't forget our very first sponsor, who we haven't talked about in a while, was actually AIM Supplements, 15% off the checkout with Coast to Coast and AIM Supplements. So, and our biggest sponsor is BesideMe.com, 15% off Coast to Coast at checkout. So, all right. So the money making stuff is out of the way. Let's this is not a special report. But let's talk about everyone's feelings about Deshaun Watson coming back to Houston. Now we've seen all the memes where he's going to walk in with just a towel.
Oh, I haven't seen those ones.
Oh yeah, like he's gonna walk in just a towel, like he's walking into a massage parlor.
Well, I heard some of the women too are going to be there protesting at the game.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay. I'm sorry. I will let you guys have your piece, but I have to ask a question. Did the attorney said he acquired tickets for the game for these women, right?
Yep.
Would that tell you that he bought the tickets for the game?
I bet you. It would not shock me if Houston gave them tickets.
Okay, so still, you're at the game. You know, you're there with a bunch of women, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. Okay, they are going to need something to drink. They are going to need something to eat.
Yep.
So you're going to be spending money while you're protesting a guy being there. So you're going to be paying money to a place where you're protesting a guy that's playing.
I honestly would not shock me if Houston's catering them in to kind of make them feel good.
Yeah,
but wouldn't a boycott work better? Don't you think? Like,
well, yeah.
Like you're going into the game. You really think 65?
I wonder how many signs we're gonna see.
You know what's happening? Like they're just going, and Deshaun Watson's like, "Yeah, I know what you're missing."
Yeah. He's gonna throw a touchdown and do the DX chop. You know.
right. So, like, what are we gonna
have?
For
the happy ending.
Yeah. I mean, are we gonna have the R. Kelly situation all over again?
Oh no.
I've never heard anything about golden showers, so I don't think so. So the poor class is pretty clear from golden showers.
I guess. All I mean by the R. Kelly situation is, if you watch, did anyone watch that special on Netflix, by the way?
No.
I've not seen that.
But I saw that Dave Chappelle.
This guy, R. Kelly, like this. Listen to how
I've heard it on the news, but yeah,
how messed up this guy is. He's walking into a courtroom where there is two supposed underage women. They were never confirmed to be that anyway. In the courtroom, accusing him of these things. He's going in the courtroom on trial. As he's walking into the courtroom, all these women are outside behind the barriers and stuff.
Yeah.
He looks at his assistant, looks at girls that look underage, and says, "Get their phone numbers," as he's walking into court to be put on trial for that. Like, think about the mentality you have to have.
Yeah, it's pretty sickening on that one.
It really is. But so does in the end, does Deshaun Watson have a good game? Does he stick it to Houston and just go light him up? Because Houston's awful, by the way.
I think so. I mean, we're going to see more of like a running game because, like, look how I think it's been over 700 days since Deshaun Watson has been on the football field. And I'm on a 3-game winning streak right now on fantasy football, and I saw he was available, and I took that just so I can win. But I think he's going to have a decent game. He's not going to have a terrific game, but it's so. Go ahead, Chrissy.
Oh, I was going to say, I think he's going to be rusty. I think he's, not a lot of playing time. I know he's been practicing here and there, but he hasn't been in a game in a long time, so I think he's going to be a little. Yeah.
It's like a NFL.
I think the run game will help them a lot. Cleveland will.
I think they're going to try to pick their poison when they're going to let him throw and roll out. I think they're going to do a lot of running right away.
Okay. Mess around, anything to add?
No, he didn't play well in preseason. I think I agree with Crispy. He's going to be rusty, but as the game goes on, he'll get more comfortable, and maybe you might see flash of the old Deshaun.
Okay. Let's see what the comments say. So James Gonzalez is on. Welcome to the show, James. Watson is going to look to penetrate the holes.
More ways than one.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for that, James. That was the comic relief of the night.
Comment
for
of the
sure.
night right there.
That was a comment of the night, yes.
Comment of the night. Try to beat that one, Christy, if you're still watching. Let's see if you can beat that comment. I don't think anything can. Let's see. We talked about that. Oh, baseball. Let's get to baseball real quick. Then we'll get to hockey, and then we'll do J-Max Roulette. So baseball. I asked this question in the chat, and I think Chris answered me. Chris, I didn't really like your answer because I'm sorry. If I'm a professional athlete, I give a shit who I rooted for as a kid. Just being honest, I don't care. So Jacob deGrom goes from a team that made the playoffs and won 101 ball games this year to the Rangers. Anyone else as confused as I am? Because I don't really understand.
Is he a Texas kid?
Well, that's where Chris was going with it. He's from Texas, or that's the
Chris,
team
you're on
he
mute, by the
rooted for as
way.
a kid. Chris, mute.
You're muted.
He wants his, to raise his kids down here. And I think he likes where the Rangers are going with the hiring of their new manager. And, they kind of have a new general manager. So I think that's another reason that he picked Texas.
Okay.
That's what I'm gathering.
I think he probably. I mean, he's what, 33? Going to be 34.
I thought.
So I bet you it's one of those where he gets a chance to play with his home team. Grew up in Texas. He knows the writing on the wall that, I'd be surprised if he lasts the 5 years before retirement.
And by the way, I hope someone's watching because I gotta say, man, you're a diehard Mets fan, and nobody really gives a shit. Like, who gives a shit? He's gone at this point. Stop talking about him. DeGrom left you. He broke up with New York hard. And you are wrong. You are wrong, sir. He is injury prone the last 5 years. As Big B pointed out to you and showed you every injury he's had. So please don't come at me with this bullshit of he's not injury prone.
And that's the thing. Yes, healthy, by far one of the best pitchers all 30 teams would want as their ace. Healthy. He can't stay healthy.
No. And he grew up in Florida.
Oh,
Okay.
he grew up in Florida? Okay.
Well, you're sure if you're Jacob deGrom, you're sure as hell not going to the Marlins. So Texas was the next best place.
But I don't think.
But
so go ahead.
now, am I upset that he went and signed with Texas? Oh no, I don't. I mean, that's fine with me. Go to Texas. Go far away because I might have to.
East, right?
Right. I mean, we might have to face you one time this year. One. Playing in Texas. One.
Well, yeah, because we get to play every team this year, right?
Right. So I might like the Braves might have to face against you one time. I don't have to see you 6 times in the same season. Like,
Nope.
I'm okay with that. Trust me, I'm fine with it. I just don't understand why you picked Texas.
Besides,
That's
would
So
I mean, he could have picked Houston because Houston is, of course, rebuilding because they got scared of the Mariners. And Texas is falling behind on signing free agents because that's like the only free agent that happened. The Mariners had made a few moves that like strengthened the infield and so forth. And you know what? I don't see Texas winning a World Series whatsoever just with DeGrom going there because how many times can you put Humpty Dumpty back together again?
Oh,
True.
All right.
Sorry, Chris, not to be too hard on that
Yeah,
one, but that's
no,
how I feel.
no.
Like Texas
Uh,
is not going to beat the Mariners again.
Mess around. Give us the news for the White Sox.
There really hasn't been much. Abreu signed with the Astros. The White Sox did make an offer to him, but apparently it wasn't enough. He chose to go to Houston. We signed Mike Clevenger to. It would be great if he could stay healthy. So we'll see how that works out.
did you see Abreu's comment after he signed with the Astros?
Nobody say.
He wanted to leave because he got tired of losing and couldn't stand the cold.
Shit. I know he did say that he wanted to win. Yeah, he wanted to be part of a winning culture.
Well, of course, everybody does. I mean, that's like
Right?
that's like duh. I mean,
How's it cold there? I mean, it gets cold during the winter. I get that, but you're not playing baseball in the winter in Chicago.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Big B, any news from the Twins?
The Twins right now have offered Correa some money in years that he wants, so we're waiting on that. They got a new day-to-day guy. One of the nephews of the owners is going to run the day-to-day operations. And I'm 0 for 1 on my predictions on who was going to sign with the Twins. DeGrom is not signing with the Twins, so I'm 0 for 1.
All right, Sarge, what's the big news in Seattle?
Well, we got Colton Wong from Milwaukee, and we got another relief pitcher from Milwaukee. We said goodbye to Abraham Torres and Jesse Winker. So now I kind of see why we got another looking at more outfield people and so forth. So, I mean, I expect the Mariners to doing better this year than last year. So,
Okay. And Chris, we already know what's going on in Texas, so we don't need to talk to you.
What about Oakland? What's going on with Oakland?
they're
Oakland's
moving.
They're
probably
moving. They're
Man, what are you
moving.
talking about?
they're going to be moving. I don't think they
I'm just-
picked their final destination yet. I think it'll be Las Vegas, to be honest.
Oh,
I
it's
think-
going to be Vegas.
I think
Yeah.
Vegas is the next big sports town, to be honest. I think that's
Oh, yeah.
where a lot of teams are going to end up. A few other teams are going to end up. Probably some expansion teams in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of championship games and big events, sporting wise, are being.
You ever
played
been to
in
Vegas?
so I-
Have any of you ever been to Vegas? I will tell you
Yes,
what. I've been.
I've been once.
You went once. I've been there twice now. And mess around. Correct me if I'm wrong. The place is huge. It is. It looks big on TV. Okay. Then you go there, and I mean, you walk from one hotel to the next, and you tell someone, "I'll meet you back here in 10 minutes." They're going to be waiting for you for a half an hour just from one hotel to the
Right.
next. I mean, it's huge. It is unbelievably big, and there's so many things there that they don't even do on the strip. Like a lot of it is off the strip. Vegas is
Pretty
going
much.
to be a huge sports town. It'll probably be the number one sports town in America soon. I will say that.
Yeah, I have
So-
a baseball question.
Yes, sir.
Actually, first I want to ask: are they still giving up those cards on the streets in Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, they are still giving them out. But if you take a couple laps around, honestly, by the time you walk a couple of blocks, even during the middle of the day to find places, you can see them sitting on the side of the walls. They're all over. If you want to collect the cards, they're there. You can find them. You don't even have to talk to anybody now.
I used to have a collection, so I'm just saying, just wondering. But
They
anyway,
probably got an app now too that they'll download on.
It actually there was an app on there, and I know that one of the cards said COVID, something about COVID, like COVID now. So call and we can bring a mask, or it was kind of crazy. The COVID card.
the COVID
The
card.
COVID card.
I got my C card. So my baseball, like, so where is Aaron Judge gonna end up? Because like the
San
Yankees,
Francisco.
the Yankees offered him $100 million more from their previous offer, though.
I don't think it's about the money for him. I know. We could say that about a lot of athletes. I really don't for Judge.
He's going home.
That's exactly what I think.
Okay.
He's from California. He's from the Bay Area. I really think he ends up in San Francisco.
And I saw an interesting fact with San Francisco: a right-hander has never hit a home run into McCovey Bay.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
So good
That
talk, guys.
answers the baseball question. NHL. Let's go to the NHL. Let's go around and get everyone's team where everyone. Where does Verlander go? One last question for baseball, I guess, for James Gonzalez. Where does Verlander go?
Rangers. I'm just
The
playing.
Mets.
Oh, I
Neither
would
one
say
of those.
Mets. I have to say
I don't-
Mets.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I would like them Twins to sign him. Give us that solid ace that can show the young guns what to do.
But here's the thing with Verlander: he's like DeGrom though, but he breaks.
Yeah. So I guess last baseball question before we move on to the NHL. If you needed one season and you could guarantee they were healthy for the entire season and make every start, Verlander, DeGrom.
DeGrom, because I know what Verlander does in the playoffs, but you never specify if we're going to the playoffs. So DeGrom.
Verlander.
I'll go to Grom.
I would have to go to DeGrom.
Wow, I would have went Verlander. I'm being honest with you, mess around. I would have went Verlander, but
It's tough.
so all right. NHL, Chris, lead us off. How are the Dallas Stars, who used to be the Minnesota North Stars? I always just like to throw that in
Yeah.
there.
Moved in the middle of the night and everybody was upset.
They pulled an Indian or no, they pulled a Baltimore Colts.
They pulled the Baltimore
Returned
Colts.
into
They certainly
Indianapolis.
did.
They faced the Anaheim Ducks, I believe, Thursday, and they won 5-0. Haven't heard too much on the Stars. I know they've had a strong season and they've been kind of rocky a little bit, but seems like a good team so far.
All right. Sarge, how are the Kraken doing up there at the Crack House with the Crackheads?
Well, did you guys see the game the other night between the LA Knights?
No, but I heard
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. So you guys suck, by the way, because you guys didn't watch it.
Was that the 9-8 game?
That was
Overtime?
the 8 game, and the Kraken won it in overtime. 17 goals in that game, and they were interviewing someone from the Kraken. He was like, "Yeah, that was just." He's like, "Yeah, that was totally messed up."
Do you know what I hear when you say 9-8? Yeah, that's a lot of goals, but you know what I hear?
baseball.
Man, how many goalies did they use in that game? Because I would have been pulling the goaltender after like 4 or 5.
No, I bet you they both used both of their goalies. I didn't look.
Yeah, I didn't look either, but I mean, the Kraken are in second place in their division. They won 7 straight. I mean, they're doing a lot better than last year. So, hey, I'm gonna become a Kraken even more.
All right. Big B, how are the Minnesota Wild? Man, I almost called them the Minnesota North Stars, by the way.
They're hanging around. They're doing the typical Minnesota thing. They'll look good again. They'll look bad 2 games. They'll look good again. They'll look bad a couple games. I don't know the record offhand. If Chris can pull it up, I know they just won the other night 5-3. I think it was over the Rangers. I think it was. So I could be wrong on the team they played, but they're doing Minnesota things.
Doing Minnesota things. Mess around. The Chicago Blackhawks.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. And
They
Last
still
I
have a
knew-
team?
Yeah, I know. Because last I knew, honestly, they were dead last, I believe. So
You know what? I
So-
used to be a Blackhawks fan.
So I was pulling up our record too. I was following
Yeah,
you.
they're last. They won 6 games, lost 12. We're good. We've
Dallas-
lost the last 8.
Dallas is first in the Western Conference, 11-6, 11-6-4, with 32 points.
Hey, I gotta ask, you guys are other than mess around, you guys are pretty avid NHL fans. I know Sarge is, and I have to really ask him this one if he remembers. And I don't remember the year. I could probably look it up, but it was about 10 to 15 years ago. I want to say right in that range. How they've always played 82 games, but do you remember the year that they decided to add a slash mark on the record so it wasn't just wins, losses, and ties? It went wins, losses, ties, overtime losses, and you got a point for an overtime loss.
Yeah, that was.
Don't they still do
What
that
it was
now?
early. I want to say that was early 2000s. I think it was.
But it doesn't count now, Chris. You used to get a point for an overtime loss.
Yeah.
Points
Yeah.
a point total for the year.
Yeah, and also with the NHL, I honestly think like for all the all-stars between all the 5 major sports and everything, NHL has probably the best all-star match that there is. That I'm not talking about like the pre-activities, like the skills.
No.
You're talking about the game itself.
I'm talking about the game itself. When they went to like that 3-on-3, I'm like, ooh, it is awesome. And they had like the U.S. versus the world back in the day and all that. And that, I mean, NHL has it dialed down right. Then baseball.
I agree.
So, I mean, that's how I feel about that.
Okay. Well, thanks for the NHL talk to guys tonight.
Oh, you're welcome,
we
sir.
Always love talking the NHL.
And we like
anytime.
talking to you sometimes.
I know so much about it.
I know it's definitely mess around's favorite topic. He loves the NHL.
I
And
do.
you guys just really need to sit down and really watch the game and like.
I do watch a game here and there. I'll
Well,
admit.
watch
I,
the game anywhere.
I think
I will admit, I watch more of the playoff hockey than I do regular season.
I
For sure.
think NHL is more entertaining than the NFL in my mind because it's continuous.
back and
It
forth,
just-
back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the body shots and
Well,
A lot better than basketball.
Well, no, like I brought up on the last show,
Or
the NHL, the great thing about the NHL is I have a problem with you. I can run straight up to you, pull your helmet off, punch you in the face, and they're like, you go sit in the penalty box for 2 minutes and think about what you did.
And then do it again.
even on live TV, you can see guys skate go across a guy's neck.
I know.
I
It's
mean-
crazy.
And then they'll go out to dinner after the game.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I saw-
Exactly.
I saw a clip of 2 guys fighting, like players fighting, and then somebody had a beer in their sock, pulled it out. I had 2 beers, pulled it out, and then they drank a beer on the ice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
think my
Crazy.
favorite one is like the 2 players they threw their helmet, they threw their gloves and everything else, and all of a sudden they started to dance with each other.
All right. I'm being
That was good.
reminded. I'm being reminded. I just got a text message. Being reminded to mention a big game for the USA tomorrow. The
Yes.
knockout
USA.
stage of the World Cup. They
Netherlands.
have to. They're in the knockout stage, so they're facing the Netherlands. They have to win that match tomorrow. 7 a.m. that starts. And that's 7 a.m. Pacific time, so it's like 9 a.m. your time. That's a normal time to get up on a Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to be up at 7 a.m. to watch freaking soccer.
It's
But-
8 a.m. It starts 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific,
Holy shit! I got to be up at 6
Oh.
o'clock in the morning?
because it's 9 a.m. Eastern.
All right, I'm calling JMac tomorrow. Saying, hey, it's time to get up at 5:30.
Yeah, I think we all just blow up his phone with Messenger. Get
We
up.
got a pregame.
Cool.
We got a pregame before the match.
All right. You do that. You do that.
No,
And-
I'll call you.
No, okay. You do that.
I know where you live.
And after the second time that you call me and I don't answer the phone,
I'll keep going.
Call mess around.
then
I'll just keep
Jennifer's
going.
probably going to answer the phone, and good luck. So, on her day off, answering the phone at 5:30 in the morning, more power to you, buddy.
Can we get video of that happening?
Right. Right. All right. JMax Roulette. We're going to go to 3 tonight for trivia and get this done real quick. Like, I have a list of the 50 largest cities by population in the United States in 2022.
Okay.
So, one at a time, we'll go around. You give me a city. You tell me if it's in the top 50. First one to get 3 of them wins. Cool? Cool.
Cool.
All right.
All right, we'll start with Crispy Bacon.
Okay.
Give me a city.
New York.
Well, the most obvious answer, because New York is the most populous city in the United States. 8.3 million people live in the city of New York. Could you even imagine that? I can't even imagine that, by the way. 8.3 million people. That's insane.
Look at India. They have billions of people in there.
Sarge,
That's my name.
what's your guess?
Los Angeles.
Well, that's number 2 on the list. So you guys got 1 and 2. Okay. Big B. Want to go for number 3?
I'll go. I'll save that one because that might be a sleeper one. I will go. I'll go Dallas, Texas.
Ooh.
Dallas is in the top 50. Let me pull up which number it is. It is number 9, 1.3 million people. Number 9. Mess around.
Chicago.
Chicago is number 3. Yes. Chicago's number 3 is 2.6 million people. Yeah, Chicago's number 3. Back to Crispy Bacon.
Say Coos Bay.
We'll go Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Man, that's a good one. I forgot to write them all down, so I have to kind of go through here. I believe Austin is in the top. Yes, it is. It is in the top 50. It is number 43.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was kind of close. I'm surprised
That was-
Chicago's number 3.
Yeah, that's.
That actually surprised me.
Yep. All right. Sarge.
Miami.
Miami. Miami. A lot of people won't get that reference. I gotta look that one up. Give me 1 second. Because I don't think I actually saw that one in the top 50, believe it or not. Top 50.
No.
No.
Wasn't there a Will Smith song about Miami?
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Miami. Yes, Miami is in the top 50. It's number 44.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You said Chicago had 2-point-something million?
Chicago, 2.7.
All right. I'll go Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Minneapolis is in the top 50. It's number 46
Oh, wow.
Wow.
with 410,000 people.
Oh, shit. I thought we had more than that.
Well, just so that you know, the actual cities, there's only 10 cities in the entire United States that have 1 million or more people considered in their city.
Big B, you get confused because St. Paul is next door, so that's
Yeah. All right, mess around.
I got you.
Say
North Bend.
I'll go one better. Portland.
Ooh,
Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine? Hi, I'm joking.
Portland, Oregon.
Totally kidding.
Put them both
Portland.
together.
Portland is number 26.
I hate that city. No.
So Portland has a population of 632,000 registered residents in the
Registered.
city. They probably have 10 or 15,000 people that live there that are not registered in a home, by the way.
All right.
I
And most-
hate driving
and mo-
in that city.
Yeah, I know. And most of them live around the bus station, just so you know. Chris.
Let's go. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is number 5.
Wow.
1.5 million.
Best Philly steaks ever.
We got a couple more minutes. Let's go a couple more rounds. Sarge.
I say we go last man standing. Miss one, you're out.
Okay. You've been boned.
Give me Seattle.
Seattle, Washington. So let's go. If you hear that music, you are not correct.
So I was not correct then.
No, I was telling you the music so that
Oh.
you know what you're listening for. You said
I didn't even hear anything.
It was a boop boop boop. It was like a part that happened.
Seattle is number 18. So yes, Seattle is in.
Okay.
Okay. Big B.
Let's go. All right, I'll go with it. Phoenix, Arizona.
Pretty good.
Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona is number 6
Ooh.
on the list. 1.5 million people.
Average age, 55.
Right? at least 55. Mess around Dave.
Anybody say Houston yet?
No one has said Houston.
Oh,
And Houston is number 4 on the list.
Really?
2.2 million people live in Houston. So you guys have now gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Hey, look
Yep.
how smart we are, though. Look at that.
So in the top 10, you still have 7, 8, and 10 to go.
all right,
Chris,
Chris.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Ooh.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Hmm. I like how the flashes happen.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge is not correct. Okay,
Ooh. Chris is out.
Sarge.
You are the weakest link.
Yeah.
Did you say one, Sarge? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I said New Orleans.
New Orleans is number 49 on the list.
Oh, that was gonna be my next one too.
Baton Rouge was probably 51.
Probably. It doesn't give me that list. It just goes to 50.
Let's
It probably was.
yeah, let's go Denver.
Denver, Colorado
That's a good one.
A
is
new place for Dion.
number
Yeah.
19 on the list. 682,000.
It's actually one of my.
Mess around.
Cool.
Got a horse.
A horse
You
with a
missed
horse.
Atlanta yet?
Hotlanta is
Number 52. I don't know.
tied at 51.
Number 39 on the list, 463,000.
Sarge.
Oh,
Back to Sarge. San Francisco, California is on the list. It is number 13, 864,000.
How about Cleveland? It rocks.
No,
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. No, it's Cleveland sucks.
the Drew Carey show. Ohio.
Right? And Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio.
Really? Wow.
That's a shocker.
That
It
is a
is-
shocker.
It is down to Sarge and Mess Around.
Oh boy.
Say
Mess
Mess
Around, you're up.
Whose turn is it? Is it mine?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is your turn.
San Diego.
San Diego, California, sunny San Diego is number 8 on the list.
Wow.
1.3 million. It is also the second most populous city in California. Sarge.
All righty. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada is number 28 on the list. 623,000.
That's what I should have went with.
Back to mess around. We're in the knockout stage.
Gonna go with Kansas City.
Kansas City, Missouri, also known as half of Kansas City, Kansas. Yes, number 36, 475,000. Just so you know, in the top 10, you still have number 7 and number 10 left.
Give me Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan, number 21 on the list, 677,000. We're winding down on time, so what we're going to do is the next one of you that gets the one of the 2 top 10s that are left will win the game. Baltimore, Maryland is number 29 on the list.
Ah,
629.
Give me Jacksonville.
So close to the top 10. So close. Jacksonville's number 12, 868,000. It's the largest city in Florida.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
all right. I'm gonna go with your San Antonio Spurs.
Mess around wins the game. San Antonio is number 7.
oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I believe it.
San
How about
Antonio-
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
It's probably on the list.
Pittsburgh.
I can't believe Cleveland wasn't.
Yeah, that was surprising.
I'm surprised Philadelphia wasn't.
Philly
Pittsburgh-
got me too.
Or Baton Rouge. Yeah.
Pittsburgh is number 50.
Baton Rouge. That like Garth Brooks song.
Pittsburgh's number 50. It's 388,000. But yeah, Mess Around wins the game. He got it. Number 7 was San Antonio with 1.4 million people in San
Okay, what
Antonio.
is that flapping there going on?
Oh, that was me. I was.
Oh, I thought that was Master. That's around there for a moment.
To finish out the top 10, number 10, I don't think anyone would ever got this one. I
Yeah.
didn't know this one even before
Tampa?
looking at this list. No,
No.
number 10 is San Jose, California.
Seriously?
Has
Wow.
one-
I didn't
one-
even got that.
it's the 10th city in America with 1 million people. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I would not have got.
Yes, that is crazy. Throw some others out there that you guys didn't get real quick. El Paso, Texas.
I would
number
never
20.
got that.
Boston, 23.
Oh, yeah, Boston.
Boston.
Milwaukee,
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Heard about
31.
Milwaukee. Domer State. City.
Yep. Albuquerque. That's
New Mexico.
That's in New Mexico, 559,000. I think all the people in New Mexico live in Albuquerque.
I got family in Albuquerque.
Colorado Springs. That one surprised me. That one was on there. Omaha.
Omaha.
is number 43.
Nebraska.
That is an
Um,
awesome city, by the way. Omaha.
Wichita is 48.
Kansas.
Wow.
Yeah, Wichita, Kansas. Those are some of the ones you didn't get. Some of the other ones you probably would have got. Charlotte was there, 17. Fort Worth, Texas was there. Columbus, Ohio is there, 850,000.
That was there, but
So
Cleveland was not. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Crazy. All right. Well, that's all the time we got for tonight. Thanks for playing along. We'll go around real quick, give everyone a last moment. We'll start with Chris.
Yeah, thanks everyone tuning in, to the show, and go USA for their match tomorrow morning.
All right, Sarge.
Well, I got 4 out of 6, and you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But go USA on that. Thank you for joining the show. Hope to see you guys on Monday.
All right, Big B.
Yep. Go USA, like everybody's saying. Check us morning tailgate Sunday morning. We'll break down week 14 of the NFL season.
Week 14. That's just crazy.
I
It
thought it was
is.
week 13. It's week 13.
Is it 13?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's still crazy
Yeah,
whether it's
don't
13
make
or
it so
14.
crazy.
Jesus. Mess around.
Who cares? Soccer. I'm not going to be up to watch that, so whatever.
All right. Well, like
I
they all
care less
said,
USA wins.
I'll say it too. USA. Let's go. Let's get past that knockout stage and into the World Cup. Thank you all for watching and listening. Lifelong dreams being lived in front of your very eyes. We could not do it without you. For the guys, Crispy Bacon, Mess Around, Sarge, Double Dirty Big B, I am J-Mac, and we will see you all on the other side.